So it's time to get your potatoes, figure out what you're going to grow, and it's time to chit them or allow them to put sprouts on. Now, we recently just got our potatoes from Wood Prairie Farms up in Bridgewater, Maine. They're a certified organic, family operated and owned farm up there. They've got about 24, 26 specialty variety potatoes that you're not going to find at your local big box store or your local independent garden center. So what we have to do here, and the nice thing about them, they give you instructions, and that's what this is here. This is also on their website. I'm just going to read what we do because we don't always follow instructions, and a lot of companies put instructions on packaging for us to follow for the benefit of us and sometimes the environment. So here's what we got to do. We got to open up the package and inspect the potatoes for damage after shipping. We've looked at I think we've got 6 different varieties at 2.5 pounds. You do the math, not a single potato was bad. We've never had a potato that's been soft, rotten, or damaged in the years that we've worked with Wood Prairie Farms. If it's going to be more than 2 weeks before you plant your potatoes, remove them remove the tubers from the paper sacks, which over time can wick moisture away from the potato. Keep in a cool, dry place, 40 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. It may take a week or longer for the sprouts to begin to emerge. The eyes is what it's speaking about. If sprouts are already visible, place the tubers in the light. This will green up the sprouts and hasten their readiness for planting. Protect the tubers from freezing temperatures, also from high temperatures, which can cause water loss and can cause the potatoes to shrivel. Kind of like that one. This is one that we harvested last growing season. Now this obviously was in a bag that was reaching for light. We've all had this happen in our cupboards. You get this long sprout. Now, before I talk about the chitting of the potatoes here, one thing that we found, or we are experimented with, was taking and breaking this off and putting it in soil. And amazingly, this is what happens. Now, we're going to move these to larger containers, but I simply just broke the sprout off, put it in the soil, and we've got potato sprouts. So we're going to move these to some containers and just see if we get anything as a neat little experiment. So that's what we're talking about. Now, if you get these, if you get these and if you buy them from somewhere else and you get a long sprout, you want to plant this completely as is. You never want to break this off because this is your energy for the sprout until it establishes roots and then disconnects itself. So we're just simply taking the potatoes. We've got 6 varieties: Elba, Rose Fin, Apple Fingerlings. We've got some King Harold. We've got some red potatoes. We've got some purple potatoes, some Prairie Blush potatoes. And all we're doing is, and you don't have to have anything fancy, we're just using seed trays here and putting them 1 per cell, sometimes 2 based if we have enough space, and just allowing them to absorb the light and begin putting sprouts on. And for example, this is a Prairie Blush, I think. You can see that there's sprouts already beginning to emerge. Now, we're not going to plant these potatoes for approximately 3 to 5 weeks. So we're going to let them begin to put sprouts on it. And you want to take a healthy sprout is really a 1-inch sprout at most, and then you're going to divide these up and you can expand and get more seeds potatoes, or you can get more potatoes for planting by dividing these up per 1 to 2 eyes per potato. But we're just putting them in different devices. Egg cartons work very well here. You can also, again, use the seed trays and anything else just to get these out, because we want to not put them all together and then make them stretch for the light. We want them to naturally begin to emerge sprouts, so we are not dealing with a bunch of mess like this. We simply have little sprouts where we can plant them. Now, you don't have to put the potatoes, you don't have to wait for them to sprout. Now, you want to get seed potatoes again, because a lot of the commercially grown potatoes have a spray that's put on them that doesn't allow them to sprout because they're not appealing in the grocery store if you got a lot of green stuff growing on them. So you don't have to allow these to chit or sprout, but it does give the potato a jump start when you place it in the ground if it's already got a growth tip already begin on it. So if you haven't purchased them, you can certainly get them from Wood Prairie Farms, They've got a great selection of potatoes. You got to get them early because they do sell out quite rapidly.
For more information, please visit thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com.